Right guys, we're back in another Polybridge 2 video. If you did enjoy the series so far, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed yet to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. We've got an interesting level here. It requires us to get B and A across to here with no back and forths or anything like that. So we just stable bridge across, and it doesn't seem we've got any hydraulics or anything. So I believe we're going to just need to put a straight bridge across, probably, and see somehow if we can get both cars onto it. Because if this car was to go like straight underneath and then just connect up to there, and then we just build straight across, we just need some supports coming in between, and we'll put auto triangulate on, and then we can just build some supports as we would do for a normal trellis on a bridge. Maybe that would have the strength to hold it. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out together. We also do need a bit of strength over here because that looks pretty weak. We've used up most of our budget, but it looks like it could work. I haven't seen a level like this before. We've got the water here is higher than this side, but it's missing some strength over here, so maybe we can improve that with a kind of like cage on top. Like it's slightly over budget, so maybe if we shrink this, we'll be back in budget slightly. Seems we are just a bit over. There you go, that should put us back under. If I speed it up a bit, hopefully we can see if it breaks again. Nope, it makes it across perfectly fine, and then our old car, he makes it across perfectly fine as well as doing a cartwheel, which is fairly impressive. On the left you can see other people's solutions. They're fairly simple actually. I'd never considered that, of just putting the top bridge across to the middle bit. And now we've got a ship in the middle this time, which is quite an interesting predicament, because we need to get this road straight across. But we have to be careful because this boat is going to go, and we need the bridge to lift up about here. No, that's the wrong spot. We need to lift up in the middle with the hydraulic in place somewhere up here. So if we put like a auto triangulate is on, so we're going to need some supports out here. I have to say, not all of my bridges are ever symmetrical, so if we ever do get symmetry with them, then that's pretty impressive. This one's slightly higher, something like that should do. Maybe we'll continue that with a straight beam across there. And we've got to add we'll probably do a simple trellis again like we usually do. It may not have the strength to hold it, that's the main problem. So we do something like that, should be good enough. I keep messing up this M piece, which is so annoying. It's just a simple click and I keep messing it up, like, how's that even possible? Right, and so we've got these pieces are connected. This piece in the middle here needs to be deleted, save us a bit of money. And we need a hydraulic somewhere. We need this to lift up to a certain height, so I'd say something about maybe here would be a good place to break the joins and then reconnect them. I'm not sure if we need a larger rotation area, so we'll have a look first and see if this is alright. And it doesn't have the strength in the middle to hold it. Maybe not the best solution. So we need some strength out here, so maybe we use a steel beam. That did use up most of our budget. Probably don't need all of these joins. Maybe we get rid of this one. And we get rid of this one. We might have enough steel. Oh, we don't have enough beams for it either, so get rid of this join here. And then we can put this attached to that. Let's see how strong that is now. Will it be able to hold? The answer to that is yes, and then it falls apart when it tries to let go. I'm not sure why that happened. Joint should be alright. Looks like it just doesn't have the strength. So I'm going to restart this design. Maybe we don't need this complex structure in the middle. We just need one simple line. Or maybe we just don't have enough strength in the middle. That could be the issue. So we start again with something like this. It's not the best either, but it will have to do. So there's something wrong here. It just can't hold the weight. So we do a small trellis on the top and then break this apart as well. Something like this. Looks quite nice. Right, we press play again. And it still can't hold the weight. That's slightly annoying. I'm not sure why. We have plenty of wood, so we can just keep building more supports out. We have to be careful they don't clip with the ship when it lifts it up. Still doesn't have enough strength. I have to find out where the weak point is. It's this bit. So if we replace this with a bit of steel. And this one doesn't even have a piece in it. So if we do that, maybe it can hold. Well, it holds the fire engine, and then when it tries to pull it apart, it just breaks. So it's these pieces, it doesn't have enough strength there. So if we were to replace that with steel, replace this one with steel, we're still under budget. Hopefully that will have enough strength. Two of the road pieces break, unfortunately, and they snap some of the road off. It locks into place, and the cameraman can't make it. I'm not sure, it's probably because of these pieces need to be higher up, because otherwise they're just going to keep clipping. I don't know if this cage at the top is unnecessary, or if it actually provides strength. So it's these road pieces that broke. So if we put a piece of reinforced road in here, and I don't know why I replaced all of these with reinforced road. I just didn't replace the right ones. Right, so we've got to replace all of these again. And maybe that'll be enough to hold it in place, just with some reinforced road. So fire engine makes it across perfectly fine. They snap, which means that's not good. And I think I understand why the bridge broke before. But the caravan does make it across, which is perfectly good. So I don't know if some of these pieces are absolutely unnecessary, such as this top cage, because that costs a lot of money to put in place. And apparently that was necessary, so I'm going to replace that. Maybe a smaller height though. Like maybe we don't need such a large centerpiece. Maybe something like that will have the same effect. It costs a lot less, and the fire engine makes it across. Those pieces snap because, well, I didn't think about that, to be fair. And we're $4 over, which is slightly annoying, to be fair. Slightly, just a tiny bit annoying, not very annoying, just a tiny bit. So if we move that in there, will it still have enough strength? The question is, does it? And it seems it does. It does have brakes, unfortunately, but it seems to be able to hold it in place for now. And can it make it across that last bit? Yes, it can. There you go, a working bridge. Now we've got other people's examples here. And I especially like this one, the second one down from the top, is an excellent solution. I should have thought of that. Just having a really long hydraulic which just lifts both sides of the bridge up instead of having my complex design. But we can go on to the next level now. We've got a low river, and we've got a limousine here, and we've got a boat. And we have to get this limousine to hit this star here. So we need to go over here, and then it's got to drop down and then go back up again. So can we build road under the water? Yes, we can. So we need this road, probably, we'll start off with a normal drawbridge. So something like that. And then we get this, but with some support. And we'll put some supports over here. And then we put our caging on top. Caging, I meant trellis. It's not really caging, is it? Seems quite, well, just a bit too animalistic to put that in. Why is it not splitting? Yeah, it just doesn't want to split. I'm not sure why. Do you need to have a complete road before you can start splitting things? Probably. Right, if that's true, then we've got to go down here to get this star, so something like this, maybe? We have to cope with it for making the steep journey up. I don't think that's going to work, though, because usually the best solutions, you don't need these tiny little bits of road. You can just complete it with complete bits of road. I wonder if it will work if we just clip it down there and then lift it up again. Whether it will still be in range. I'm going to put a lower trellis down this time, so it just kind of has more support to it. We do get 58,000 in our budget, so maybe we've done this completely wrong. Now it's connected up. I still can't put a split in it, which I am finding very confusing because you can't put a split in that piece either. If I get rid of that, nope, still can't. That's because we don't have any hydraulics, I just realised. That's why this bridge design will not work. So we've got to scrap all of that now. And we've got to find a way to just make our road go upwards now. If we do a simple strategy of deleting everything over this side, and we get this clever tool over here, we get a curve. Can we get a curve over to here? Or even to here? That could work. And if we fill that with a road, so if we delete this again, and then we get the shape, and we fill that in with road, there you go. I'm still not sure how you're supposed to flip this. There is a way, but it's a way I'm not educated on yet. So if you do know the way, make sure you tell me in the comment section so I can improve on my bridge designing, because so far my bridges are not up to scratch. They should be a lot better quality than this. I'm sure if you went on one of my bridges in real life, there'd be a high casualty rate, which is unfortunate. Wouldn't want that to happen. And it doesn't even have enough strength. Maybe that's why they gave us steel. We put some steel across the top there, like that. Oh, still not enough strength, so I'm just gonna scrap this for the moment. We're gonna keep, actually no, we'll just scrap it all and start from beginning. So, we got this road. This road needs to get above this boat. So if we just start off going really, really high. Nice straight line, delete that, that's not straight. That's also not straight. So just hold it out, there you go. So it gets up to there, we just build straight across. Not like that. And we go straight down. In a lovely rigid pattern. Which is probably going to break everything. And then we go straight back up again. Look at that, marvellous. Definitely going to work. I may add some curviness to it so it just isn't immediately going to break. Like it did in that little segment. And I'm going to lift this bit up, just make it a bit smoother instead of being so rigid, because rigid things don't have to tend to have flexibility in them. So they just tend to break underneath stress. So maybe something glorious like that will work. It's truly the most magnificently designed bridge ever. Never would doubt that if someone showed me a picture of that and told me to drive over it. I'd say that's definitely built by a true engineer there. Definitely has the strength to hold a car. It's not just going to break when I drive onto it. Maybe something like, every time I talk, like saying, maybe this will work. No, it just decides to blow up. I'm just going to delete this again. I'm not doing too well with this mission. Maybe get a tip. Level info, there you go. Right, low rider. That doesn't really help. So I think this side will work, but I need to find a way to get across. And the boat goes second after the car goes. Can we build roads over here? Yes, we can. Now that's interesting. That actually could help a lot. So if we start building our stability over here with our lovely strong trellises, that are definitely going to help. And then we put some extra trellises on the top with some steel beams. There you go. Whoa. It's definitely not going to break. Scientifically proven. Well, that didn't break, because I said it was scientifically proven. What can I say? It truly is scientifically proven. And now we've just seen that we don't need any of this metal structurability on it, because the car will get over perfectly fine. Maybe I went too town with the metal here. So maybe you don't need all of these structural bits either. We can just save money on them, you know? Each one is about 1,000, which is quite a lot for a piece of metal. Right, that's a terrible join there. We don't want it joined like that, and we don't want this one joined like that. We need it joined straight in. Like something like that. There you go. And then we can probably just build the rest out of wood. Well, hopefully we can. Maybe something like this will hold it together. There you go, 45,000 only, and the limousine gets stuck. Of course, I'd never considered that actually. That is true, I did not consider that the limousine may get stuck at any point. But it made it over that time, and it seemed to take a lot of stress on the bridge here. So, if we put maybe a bolt in there, hold it together. Nope. Could have been where we tried to save money, couldn't it? That's why you don't try and save money. Always buy the most expensive things, because otherwise everything breaks. And once again, I forgot it was a limousine. So we're going to have to lift this up somehow. Not too steeply, but we need it to get up the hill somehow. I'm not sure how we're going to do this one. This is kind of quite... It's not letting me have too much flexibility for where I can put that. So maybe this will work, maybe it won't. We'll see. It's going through, get stuck on a bump, like I thought. Because I can't really do anything, there's a blooming piece of road. It just doesn't want to change, so I just get rid of all that. There you go. Got rid of it. And we put a nice gradual slope on it, like something like this. There you go. Lovely. Lovely stuff. And then we connect this up with some wood. Nice and secure. Hopefully our limousine will make it across with our terrific engineering skills. And it still gets stuck at the end. My favourite part. Maybe it will make it across. Maybe. Bit by bit. If we didn't have this in 300 times speed, I don't think we'd ever see the end of this. And I don't think we ever are. So, we've got to make this, somehow make this jump at the end. Maybe that will help. You just got to watch this little segment here. Wait for it to come across. And it still gets stuck. Yeah, it's not going to make it again. Right, we need to lift this up a bit more. Maybe that? I don't know if it's going to get stuck on that one now. It's going to keep getting stuck on everything, are you? Annoying car. Oh, but they actually made it that time. That's pretty impressive. And we saved quite a lot of money on that. Which did tend to put us in a decent position. Looking at other people's designs though, they had a lot better designs and probably saved a lot of money, especially this one, because they didn't look like they used any steel unless at all. But we must have well gone to the next level then, because we've got a buggy bouncer to do. I'm excellent. If you didn't watch the last video, I'm an absolute excellent professional at this. Professionally professional, as they like to call me. Right, we're going to have a look at what it wants us to do. So we can't build any ramps over here. Maybe if we build a sky ramp. So if we look, we want it to land somewhere. It's going to land probably in the middle. So we need some springs, probably some big bungee springs. There you go. One of these going straight up the middle, and one of these going straight up the middle. And probably another one of these going straight up the middle. Then we need our piece of road. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't. Yep, that's probably correct actually. Now we look at this, how that holds together. It doesn't hold together. That's how it holds together, definitely. And then we put a lot of springs in place like that. And some more springs in place. Like that. There you go. That didn't work. Because we love springs here. Springs, best part of Poly Bridge 2. This doesn't have any strength because these have to be attached to something. So I'll put something like that. Just delete this one, please. Thank you. And I can't reach any of them. There you go. Plenty of stability, and it's just going to completely miss. I'm not sure how we're supposed to do this, because we got to get to A from all the way over here. So if we watch the flight of the car, when it goes in the air, it lands about here in the air. So if we look about here, so if we were to build a ramp going forwards, maybe we'd be able to launch it back in the air a bit further. Not sure. So if we think about that, if we just go up to about here, probably. And we just go up a bit more. We'll just go up a bit more each time. We don't have enough road for this if we did keep going like that. But we start over here, and we probably need to go up, 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 up. Wait, do we have no? We don't have unlimited reinforced road as well. And we've got some string, as I like to call it, string. Plenty of string. That's going to be able to hold our bridge together. And yep, we've got our faithful supports in place. Hopefully we'll be able to hold our bridge rigid. Be able to take the impact. The Chad bridge it is. Right. That's just crashed into the side there. Don't think it's the best design. Maybe we copy it and we move it. Or just can we copy it or copy it and cut it? That'll just literally cut right there. That's not what I was intending. If we cut the top half, that's what I was intending. Yes, we cut this, then we move it to here. Maybe it's got enough strength to be able to hold that. So if I delete this, we delete this. We start using more ropes. So rope there, rope there, rope there, rope there, and a final rope there. And we get rid of that random thing. Get rid of all this scrappiness. And we get some more structural support put in place. Something like that. That can hold in place. And it still doesn't reach. That's slightly annoying. So maybe we've got to lower it all. So if we select all of this and we cut it and then we put it about here. There you go, perfect. That's not going to work as well because we've got to move it slightly more across. Something like that, there you go. Not sure what they wanted us to do with all these support bits they put. But yeah, that's not going to work because now the ropes are connecting. So we're going to need a rope from this starting bit. Need a rope from there. Can that hold it in place? And it certainly got close, I'm not going to lie to you there. I personally think that was a very good attempt. So if we watch this in slow motion, so it gets there, and it launches itself forward, and misses, like most things. Yeah, it's pretty close to be fair. Maybe if we to kind of lower some of this, so like if we to lower this, just so it kind of went over a longer distance. Something like that, Scooby-Doo. That didn't go a longer distance. We have to go higher though, if we make it go higher in the air. That still didn't make it go a longer distance. Something like that. Still didn't make it go a longer distance. Maybe we add, so we lift this up, then we lift this up. There you go, that could work. If it didn't crash straight into the bottom of it. Maybe, if we start all over again, and we get a tip. Right, so these rocks are supposed to give our bridge stability somehow. How, you, like, it's telling us that, but maybe we start the ramp as it said there, over here. we might be able to reach that annoying thing over there. We use some lovely supports like this. Oh, oh, oh. Supports, yes. Tons of them. Most supported bridge ever. More supported than anything in the world. There you go. Definitely was gonna get there. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was getting there. Didn't see it, it was gonna get there. You just didn't see it at the time. Yeah, I don't understand how people have done this. So you have managed to do it? Make sure you let me know in the comment section, because I am confuddled with this one. But that is going to be all we have time for this episode. So, as I said before, if you have the solution to this, tell me in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.